I go to sleep every single night looking forward to my morning matcha. Like, I live for that shit. Hate all men, they're all dogs, they're all pigs. What you are, you attract. I'm not saying you're a dog or a pig. Excitement of telling the girlies, I saw this angel number, and they're like, me too. It's so fun. What if I told you that the life you're dreaming of isn't something you have to wait for anymore? Hi Pookies, welcome back to Thought Daughter Diaries. I'm very excited to be here. I literally just filmed this episode and it didn't record. But that doesn't matter, because it wasn't meant to be and I wasn't romanticizing it enough. So here we are again. I have been in therapy on and off since I was about 13 or 14. I only really go, not when I need it, but when I feel like the Christmas lights in my brain are a bit of a mumble jumble and I need to unravel them. I recently went back to therapy and the first thing she told me was that I just need to have fun. And I was like, girl, what do you mean just have fun? I got responsibilities. But everything she said was entirely true. You don't have to wait for this ideal, perfect version of yourself to just wake up one day and like you'll eventually evolve into them. That's not how it works. You have to do the work. You have to romanticize your life. You have to become and embody that person to make your life your dream life. There has been many times I've been in a slump this year and I have felt like my life is boring. There's no spice involved and something has to happen externally to change it internally. That is actually not the case, and this is where everyone goes wrong. Romanticizing your life is essentially just focusing on what you do want and romanticizing what you do have and being appreciative and grateful and feeling abundant for the things that you do have in your life. What you give importance to becomes your reality. Everything in life is a neutral thing. There is no good or bad. The universe doesn't know the difference between good or bad. And when you ask the universe for something, it only knows the answer yes. But where the idea of good and bad, of opposites, come into play is through our subconscious belief. So if you believe something to be negative or have a negative impact, it is going to have a negative impact because the energy behind that negative emotion is negative. So if you're thinking that your life is boring and your morning routine is just, oh, I just have to wake up and start another day, it's going to be boring. But if you think your life is exciting and abundant and you're the luckiest girl in the world, you're going to see more of that because it's what you're focused on. An example of this is when girls will be like, I hate men. And yes, I was one of these girls where I'd be like, I hate all men. They're all dogs. They're all pigs. Like, they're not. And the reason why you keep attracting those types of men is because you're focused on it. You're focused on it. And what you think about, you attract. What you are, you attract. I'm not saying you're a dog or a pig. I love you. And then there's the girls, like, remember on TikTok when like the lucky girl syndrome thing was like a big deal? With my friends, I used to text message them every day, and my best friend Lucia, I would text message her every day and tell her something like, oh my God, lucky girl syndrome. Like, I saw this angel number. Oh my God, I got to do this today. Do that with your friends. If that's what you have to do to be in a grateful, abundant, romanticized state and believe that you genuinely are a lucky girl and you are abundant, do that. Make a pact with one of your friends or like a group of your friends in a group chat that every time, even the smallest things that are positive and amazing and make you feel good happen to you that day, send it in the group chat and be like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. And eventually that will become a pattern and you'll keep seeking those things because the excitement of telling the girlies like, I saw this today or I saw this angel number, and they're like, me too. It's so fun, and it will genuinely make it so much more fun and easy for you to always think in an abundance or a special happy mindset and be grateful for everything that you're seeing in life, and you will attract more of that back to you. I'm going to teach you how to romanticize your life and make every single day special. Grab a notebook, grab your phone notes app and take notes, because literally what I'm going to tell you is genuinely going to change your life, because it has changed mine. Number 1, romanticize the small things in your life. I go to sleep every single night looking forward to my morning matcha. Like, I live for that shit. Like, I'm so excited every single morning that I get to wake up, make my cute little matcha in my cute little aesthetic cup, and spend the morning having a slow, intentional morning. Whatever it is in your morning routine, make your morning routine as high vibrational as possible so that it sets you up on a good vibration for the rest of your day. If I don't regulate my emotions or like set up a good system or set up my intentions for the day in the morning, I'm on like a low level. But by just taking the time in my morning to journal and meditate and like ask myself who I want to show up as today, it genuinely puts me from like here to here. When you're running on autopilot, it's very hard if you're not regulating your emotions and like how you want to show up throughout that day. It's like training a dog. I don't know if I should use that as an example. If you don't tell your body what to do and your brain what to do in the morning and like take that control back, you're just going to keep running, doing the same movements over and over, and your life is going to feel boring. My morning routine goes like this. I will get up usually at like 7 or 8 a.m. after a full 10 hours sleep. I really prioritize my sleep because again, it sets me up for the next day. Then I make my bed to get productive and make me not get back in there. And then I will do a 15 to 20 minute meditation. Then I'll do a brain dump. And what this does is if you're a creative girly like me, it basically gets everything. And even if you're not, this is so good for you. Get all of the thoughts out of your brain that you've been thinking about, that you've been dreaming about, even your dreams, write them down in a journal, like just dump it on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be pretty unless you want to make it pretty and romanticize it. The calmer you are, the calmer your body is, the clearer you will think. After my meditation, after my brain dump, I will write my intentions for the day. I'll write what I'm grateful for, how I want to show up, how I want to feel that day, set who I want to be, and how I'm choosing to respond to life before I move into going to see my family and going downstairs and greeting everyone, because even that, they're on a bad negative wavelength in the morning, and then I haven't regulated and chosen to set the tone for myself and train my own body and my mind, then I'm just going to autopilot, take on all of their shit, and then I'm going to be like that for the rest of the day. No one wants that. It genuinely makes you excited to do in your morning routine, do that. Some girlies are busy girlies, and I understand we can't all have slow, intentional mornings. Even if you can't though, every little thing in your morning routine, make it intentional, make it fun for yourself. Listen to some good music in the shower, get up an hour early and do some yoga or Pilates or stretch, whatever makes you feel good, do it. It's all about feeling good. Living life like you have a movie soundtrack. Honestly, having a soundtrack for every single era of your life is so much fun. At the moment, I'm listening to like Y2K, 2000s music, 90s music. Like I'm loving a good Best I Ever Had by Drake at the moment. I don't know why. It's just the era of my life that I'm in right now. 2 months ago, I was listening to French Rivera and Spanish music. Don't know why either, couldn't tell you, but I was like moving in the shower like, oh yeah. Call this era of your life something fun, something crazy, like Pilates Princess era or like baddie era or soft girl feminine era, whatever it is. Make a playlist, add all your favorite songs that genuinely like speak to your soul in this era, and just listen to that shit over and over. Even in my morning routine, I was making my morning matcha this morning, which makes me so happy, and I was listening to You by Lloyd and Lil Wayne. Put me in such a good mood. I was like, yes, period, baddie. Like if that makes you feel good, do it. It makes you feel like such the main character too. The other morning I was listening to Cognac Queen by Megan Thee Stallion in the shower and having the time of my life. Next minute I was listening to Love on the Brain by Rihanna. Another time of my life. Like do stuff that's gonna make you feel like that bitch. Okay, have you seen that trend it's not a trend, I don't know, it's like a niche thing on TikTok where girls are like, new way of manifesting, I'm going to dress how my dream self would, or manifesting to be a wag. Is that what the soccer mum people are called? Like the soccer wifeys, sports wifeys, wags? I could be wrong. And they were dressing like that version of themselves, accessorizing, wearing the perfume that they would wear. Like that shit genuinely works. Like look at me now. This is a little too much for my day-to-day podcast life, but is this how my dream self would show up? Absolutely. So just like that, I've become my dream self because I am embodying her with what I'm wearing. I'm talking like her, I'm showing up as her, but genuinely dressing and wearing things that authentically express who you are makes your day feel so iconic. I feel like a baddie, and that's the whole point. Like whatever you have to do, do it. I want you to change the way you see even the boring moments. You could be, okay, I've been going to the beach recently and I've been taking my journal down there and listening to music. Yes, that might seem like a boring, mundane task to most people. I love it. I will come up with like scenarios. I feel like we all do. This is such like a teenage girl core where like you make scenarios before you go to sleep. Guilty. I do that every single night. If that's what you have to do though, girl, to romanticize your life, do it. You have to like, that's a form of visualization. Like if you're genuinely going to sleep visualizing like your dream self, like doing something, like if you want to be a singer, like going on your own tour, like do that. That's your dream self. Like you're visualizing that. Visualization is so powerful, and it really just brings you a hope and a connection to yourself because you're romanticizing situations. Even waiting in line at like a coffee shop can feel romanticized if you choose to see it that way. Like you will find something to enjoy when you look around. If I was sitting in a coffee shop and like waiting in line, I'm going to look around and find things and focus on what I do want to see, and you will see it. It's so fun to romanticize. Speak to yourself like the main character. Instead of going to work and doing a job that you hate, which you can change if you really wanted to, but if you didn't particularly love your job, instead of being like, oh, just another day, I have to go to work today, you get to go to work today. It's a privilege to have a job. Some people can't even get jobs. And for me, I am a CEO at 18. I run a jewelry brand, and I catch myself sometimes where I'm like, oh, I have to do another email. I have to do another email marketing thing. Girl, you have a jewelry brand at 18. Like, that is a privilege. It's an opportunity that many, many kids will never get to have in this life. I am so grateful. And when you're on autopilot, it's so easy to like not be intentional with your thoughts and not be intentional with the way you're showing up. If you've set yourself up for your day, you'll be like, nope, I told myself this morning I was going to move with abundance and gratitude. Switch the narrative on things that you don't genuinely enjoy doing, because again, what you focus on and what you choose to believe, you will see it. You get to do these things. Everything in life is a privilege. You get to go to the beach. You get to go on holidays and travel. You get to have a meal on the table. Like, no, not everyone has that. This morning, I do the Joe Dispenza meditations, and I started watching The Secret the other day, which is like this big manifestation movie. If you haven't watched it and you're into manifestation, you should watch it. It's basically all about the law of attraction. Everything that I'm saying in this video in a nutshell. I was thinking to myself when I was meditating this morning, like, manifestation is all about being abundant and being grateful and having gratitude for the things you do have. You are what you attract, and you are what you focus on. I was like, I have no lack in my life. There's not one thing that I lack. If you really think about it, what do you lack in your life? I said to myself, I journaled this morning, put it in my brain dump. There is nothing that I actually lack. It's all made up in my head by the things that I've chosen to focus on. If I thought that I was in lack, I will find it because I'm thinking about it and I'm focusing on it. If I choose to be abundant and grateful and love and romanticize the life that I live, I'm not going to find lack. I'm so lucky and grateful to be who I am and have the life that I have. And you have the power to change your mindset like that too. Not a good manifester if you think that an outside activity, event, a boyfriend is going to make you feel some type of way about yourself, make you feel happy, make you feel abundant. That's just not going to happen. I would rather be delusional and manifest and be and attract abundance and focus on what I can control and focus on what I do love and what is going right in my life, then focus on the opposite. Like, girl, no one wants to do that. Like I said in the last episode, if you haven't watched, go watch. But I was saying, it's your reality. It's your world. Why would you want to be a loser in your own reality? Like, you are what you think about. You can dream, think, do anything in this life. We're humans. We're here to create. Why would you choose the comfortable or the boring side of things when you can make it so fun for yourself? No one can take that away from you. Your life will start feeling magical and abundant and amazing and like your dream life when you decide it is. When you decide to show up as your dream self. In every single decision, big or small, you should be asking yourself, would my dream self do this? And if the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is no, set up a boundary and don't do it. So my challenge to you is, for the next week, I want you to do everything I've said, which I hope you've written down because it's important and it will work, I promise you. Even if the doubt creeps in, even if the little voice in your head that's so used to looking for the lack in your life is telling you like, nope, focus on me, I'm more important. Do what I'm telling you to do for the next week and then come back to me in this comment section and tell me how you did. But for right now, before you do your little weekly challenge, I want you to tell me one thing today, one thing, big or small, that you're going to start romanticizing. Your life is so beautiful. It's so abundant. There's so much to be grateful for. There's so many beautiful things that you've experienced. The way that you are, the way that you think, your soul. There is no one in this whole entire 8 billion people in the world universe like you. And that is such a gift. And you are so lucky to be the soul and have this vessel, because all this is a vessel. It's not you. It's just the thing that your soul is in. You're so lucky. And remember, that face card is valid. I love you guys. I've really enjoyed this episode. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to tell me what's one thing you're going to romanticize today, because that is very important, and watch how your life is going to change in the next week by doing everything that I'm telling you to do. I am loving Thought Daughter Diaries lately. I've always loved it, but I think I'm going to just push out as many episodes a week as possible so you guys can binge it, listen to it when you're doing your makeup, listen to it when you're with your friends, or before you go to sleep. Like, anything you need to do that brings you comfort with these episodes, please do it. That's what I'm here for. If you have suggestions on topics that you'd like me to talk about, DM me on Instagram and I will answer, because hell yeah, anything you want to talk about, I'm there. I'm so down. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed, amazing day, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next week. Make sure to tell me what happens after you've romanticized your life. I'm serious, life changing. Love y'all.